Good morning from a very wet Virginia. I had a very late start this morning because of the rain, and there's more rain in forecast. So I decided to stay close to home. So this is actually a little forest on the golf course. I can see my apartment on the left, and that's how close I am, just in case. I can smell these. Not sure what they are, brambles or some sort of raspberry, blackberry. Don't know. They smell good. This is sort of the maintenance forest of the golf course, where they dump all their green stuff. Let's see if I can find a little spot to sit down. I think that's a honeysuckle. Not sure. No, it has no smell. You find lots of these here. They grow everywhere. It's a fine yellow species. These balls always seem to come with one of these thingies. Oh, I think I spotted a white variety. Look. Oh my goodness. Let's find a dry spot. Oh, the black flies are swarming my head. This week I was reading a book about meditation and they were talking about empathy versus compassion. And I realized that I'm an empathic person, but that doesn't necessarily translate into always being a compassionate person. So I dug a little deeper, and it appears that empathy and compassion, they fire in different regions of the brain. So empathy is predominantly like a feeling, and it activates an emotional response. And compassion provides emotional regulation and motivation and action. So with being empathic, you are basically taken over by what it is that the other person feels, and you're focused on that feeling inside you. And compassion takes that a step further. It takes it away from just me feeling something, or in other words, it's about me, to moving it to the other who is experiencing the distress or the sadness, and how I could actively help them and help them rather than being overcome by what it is that they feel. I guess that refers to what they call empathic distress. Empathy is more self-focused. Compassion is focused on others. So that brought me to how do I move from empathy to being more compassionate? And I guess it starts with self-compassion. How do you treat yourself during a difficult time? The other thing I discovered with empathy is that it's often aligned with bias. We tend to be more empathic to those that are like us. You can also look at empathy and compassion as identification versus intention. I think what we have all in common, all of us, is that we wish to avoid suffering. And if you keep that in mind, that is your foundation for compassion, regardless of our differences. Compassion reduces implicit bias. And it tackles the threat response to perceived others, quote unquote. So how do we develop more compassion? What can we do every day? And I think it starts with self-compassion. One of the things that may help or support is to focus on our common humanity, that we all want to avoid suffering, and that we all want to be peaceful. understanding other viewpoints without emotional mirroring. Cultivating the wish for others' well-being. I recently took a class in active listening, and that's another good practice to cultivate compassion. With active listening, you realize, hey, it's not about me. I'm focused on listening to the other. There are several meditations that can be helpful. One is called metta, or loving kindness meditation, where you extend your kindness further and further, first for yourself, then for your family and friends, and then you go further to your colleagues, your neighborhood, your town, and then to the whole world. Another meditation called Tonglen can be used to alleviate pain and suffering by breathing in that suffering from others and breathing out light to them. There are actually, if you look it up, there are courses and trainings for cultivating compassion. A lot of people who are in service fields, like doctors and nurses and hospice workers, they do that kind of training, so I encourage you and myself to look deeper into that. Compassion offers a more sustainable path to genuine connection and helpful action across the widest divides. This was a nice, peaceful spot, although it's sad to see all these trees that were cut down. There was a red robin. It's very muddy here. For just a minute, from a distance, I thought, is that a morel? But no. I love the tulip poplar flower. So beautiful. I have to look up what these are. Pretty.
Hard working so you can be deserving of the rest that you are given.
Okay, beautiful people.
Look around yourself. Give a lot and live a little. Work with what you got.
It's going to be a shorter video this week because of the rain.
You can rest your head. Where you're going, brightness looks big. Where you're going
I wish you all well.
cannot be hid.
I'm sending you my love.
Gotta get going
I think I'm gonna end the video here.
get going.
Thank you for watching.
Easy now.
I see you next week.
Get along, give a hand, sleep heavy, be the man. Just there, where you are, do something, be the star. You gotta get going. Easy now, you gotta get going. Easy now. Straight cruising, headed for a bruising, watching out for number one. You gotta slow down and look around.